welcome to the linuxin.com. In today's video, I'm assuming that you are already a pro programmer in some other language like C, C++, or Java, and you have the basic understanding of programming. So in the last video, I have given you a little bit introduction about golang, and in today's video, I'm just going to give you a touch of this syntax. So you know the syntax and you start programming with this language. Okay, so the basic purpose of this video is to make you familiar with the syntax, and I'm repeating that I'm assuming that you are already a pro programmer in some other programming language. All right. So I leave that to you. You go here to the golang.org and you download this Go programming language for for your respective operating system. That could be Mac, that could be Windows, or that could be Linux. Okay, so I have already downloaded it for my Linux. So what I'm gonna do, that after installation, that's the easy part, so I leave that on you. So you do that, you come over here and you have this text editor. So you could have a notepad or text editor in which you can write your code, and certainly you can run it using the terminal or the command prompt in case of Windows. So right now this is just a simple text editor. So this is the basic structure of the Go programming. Okay, and if I try to run it right now, if you can see that it only has hello world. Okay, so the first line is the package main. This is a syntax line and it is necessary, and it represents the package that whichever code it is. For example, if you do not have main here, it won't recognize it as main and it won't even execute it. Okay, so this main tells it, that tells the compiler or tells the Go programming that this file is the main file in which main content exists. It means that this file has to execute and have to show something on output. Okay, so then we have this import fmt, which is like some dependency and library that we have imported, and it is for the mostly for the printing library like fmt.println. So you have to import fmt whenever you're trying to use the print statement in your program. Okay, so this function main represents that this is the main function. Whatever you will write inside, that will get executed as the main class, and it will be shown on the output if you print that. Okay, so you can print here anything and nothing would happen. Okay, just keep that in mind. So this is the basic structure of the program, and if we try to run it through our terminal, so I have already gone to the structure where our file exists. So right now I will run a command go run, and then I will write the file name, which is hello.go. And one thing, always remember that you need to save your file, the text file, with the extension of .go. For example, in my case, my file name is hello, so I have to save it as hello.go. Okay, I will run it as go run, this is the command, and then I will write down the file name hello.go. And now if I hit enter, you can see that on the output we have hello world, right? So I have a few examples for you in order to make you familiar with the syntax. So let's go and let's do some of the examples. So right now, for example, if I want to declare an integer, okay, let me tell you first about the variables. So how do you declare a variable? For example, variable age int equals, let's say my age is 22, so I'll write down 22, and then let's say we have here variable, um, let's say favorite number, and float 64, okay, equals 1.23456. Okay, oh, we don't need to have semicolon here. Just remember that in Go programming language, we don't have to put semicolon after every line like we do in other programming languages, all right? So just remember that if you put a semicolon, it will throw an error, all right? Okay, so we have two sort of things, float 64 and we have float 32 as two major data types in float, sub data types you can say. Mostly you will see people using float 64, so we'll use float 64. Okay, then if you want to declare a string, you will declare it like so variable my name and string equals, for example, let's write here Linux hint, and these are our three variables declared. Simple. So now what if I want to print them out? So that is very simple too, that if you want to print them out, you will just simply fmt write fmt.println. So I'll just simply copy it, and in here, instead of writing hello world, what I will write age, comma, favorite number, comma, my name. So the thing is, when you will print that out, it will put spaces between these values, like 22 space 1.234564567. It will print that out, and then a space, and then my name. So if I write something here like this, and I put a space, then it will put multiple spaces between these two variables. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's save this and minimize it and go here, and we write go run command, and we try to run our program again. So now this time you can see that there is only a single space between these two variables because of um, you know because of this one comma here, and because of this space that I have uh, put in there artificially. You can see it has given multiple spaces to the string value. Okay, so let's move to another example that I'll give you. So let's just remove all of that. Let's write here variable age int, and I give it a value like 22, and then I write here if age is greater than or equal to 18, then I would write here something like that uh, you can drive. Okay, and then if uh, the age is less than that, I will write here an else block. Okay, and else block means that just the opposite of whatever you're having. Okay, so we write here no, you can't drive. Okay, so now let's just save it and run, and let's see what we have on our output. So we go to the terminal and we write here go run hello.go, and if you see it, that it says yes, you can drive. Why? Because we have 22 stored, and we have a check here, and it tells us that the age is already greater than 18, so this statement is going to execute. So what if we reduce the age and we type here 16, we save it, we come to the terminal, and we run that again. So you will come to know that this time it has executed the else part. Why? Because this condition doesn't satisfy, right? So remove that again, but just keep the variable, and we do another example. So let's just change the variable name this time, variable number 1, and then we have variable number 2 is equals, let's say 16 again, or 15, 14. Okay, so now we do all the arithmetic functions, and how we do it, we create a number 3 variable, or we can do it directly. We can have a print statement in which what we will do, that we write here addition, okay, and we put a comma, and then we write here number 1 plus number 2, and in the same way we can have all the arithmetic operations that we want to do: subtract, multiplication, and division, and finally the remainder or the modulus that you can say. Okay, so okay, we will indent the code a little bit and we'll write here, let's say, subtract, and this one is going to be multiplication, multiply, let's say, and this is the divide or division, and this is the modulus or remainder, let's say. So we change the sign. For subtraction it's going to be minus, for multiplication it's going to be steric, and for division it's going to be slash, and for remainder it's going to be this percentage sign. So now all set, we save it and we go here and we run hello.go. Now you can see that we have all the answers for our arithmetic operations. So these were the arithmetic operations, and that's how you can do it. The last example that we are going to take a look on is the loop example, and let's say we have variable I int equals 1, okay, no semicolon, and in here we are going to have for I less than equals 10. It means that loop is going to run until and unless the I becomes greater than 10. So when I becomes greater than 10, the loop is going to stop. So until and unless I remains under or equal to 10, this loop is going to execute. So for example, we have a print statement here. Let's say i's value, and we print I here directly, and in order to appear in order for output to appear on the next line each time, you can do one thing, that you can put n slash here, which will take the output to the next line, but we'll do that later. So now we need to increment the I, so I could move forward and loop could move forward and execute. Okay, so we'll save this, we go back to the terminal and we run our program again, hello.go. We hit enter, and you can see that i's value is 1 2 3 4 5, and as as soon as the i's value increased, it becomes more than 10, the loop stopped. Okay, so that is very simple. So if you want to go to the next line, that is very simple, that you can put just slash n and it will work for you. So if we save that again, we go to the terminal, we run our code again, hello.go, and you can see that it has given one line space between the printout values. Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope to see you again. And please subscribe to our channel Linux Hint and visit our website for written articles, linuxhint.com. Take care. Goodbye.